It's the moment of truth. 9 champions fighting it out in the biggest quiz battle the UK's ever seen for the biggest cash prize the BBC has ever given away. It's the ultimate test of knowledge and nerve, but there can only be one winner. This is no ordinary game. This is the grand final of the People's Quiz 2007. Thanks very much. Wow. So, welcome to the grand final of the People's Quiz 2007. Now, since January, we've scoured the country in search of the best and brightest minds. We've travelled tens of thousands of miles, we've auditioned literally thousands of people, and we've written 200,700 questions. And now, well, just one question remains. Who will be the People's Quiz champion? Tonight's winner will take home the title, this trophy, and, because it's 2007, a life-changing £200,700. A lot of money. Now, week after week, our players have slugged it out with the UK's brightest brains to reach tonight's grand final. Only 8 have succeeded, and they're joined by the winner of our BBC Two wildcard show, earning the last available place at the last possible minute. Now, in the next hour, one of these 9 will be crowned the People's Quiz Champion 2007. 9 contenders with brains the size of planets, hoping to become a star. Let's meet them. Olav, a journalist from Littlehampton. IT expert Mick McCarthy from Headington. Office manager Julia Hobbs from Reading. Will Cudmore, a student from Oxford University. Stephanie Bruce, a chemist from Haverhill. Vice Principal David Buckle from Nuneaton. Mark Lebet, a maths teacher from Newport. Hospital receptionist Judith Searle from Belfast. And finally, BBC Two wildcard winner Alan Morgan, a recruitment consultant from Beaconsfield. So tonight, our contenders are going to have to face the toughest 60 minutes of their lives. What's more, they're going to have to face this lot. Will you please welcome our fearsome threesome, the Quiz Gods. Quiz show legend, William G. Stewart. First Lady of Current Affairs, journalist and broadcaster, Kate Garraway. And Queen of Popular Culture and classically trained musician, Myleene Klass. Now, tonight, the bar has been raised higher than ever before. And the eliminations, well, they start right here, right now. 9 contenders, but only 4 are going to make it through to the next round. Miss out, they go out. No second chances, no comebacks. This really is it. Now, in the first round of tonight's grand final, only the strong will survive. Here's how it works. There'll be 90 seconds of quick-fire questions. You all will start in the green zone. Get a question right, you stay in the green and choose who faces the next question. But get a question wrong, you're in the red, you're out of the game, and play passes to the contender on your left. Now, if you want to make that final 4, you must stay in the green. Over to you, Myleene.
The computer has randomly selected Julia to start. There's 90 seconds on the clock. William will ask you your first question. Your time starts now.
Wake up in the morning with a head like what you done is the opening line from which #1 hit of 2006?
I don't feel like dancing.
Correct. Pass to?
David.
David, in January 2007, John Reid announced plans to split which government ministry in two?
The Home Office.
Correct. Pass to?
Mark.
Mark, which team won this year's Cricket World Cup, beating Sri Lanka in the final?
Australia.
Correct. Pass
Will.
to?
Will, in May of this year, which Hollywood legend announced his retirement from acting at the age of 82?
Anthony Hopkins.
Paul Newman, you're in the red, and play passes to Stephanie.
Stephanie, a tagine is a cooking method from which continent?
Africa.
Correct. Pass to?
Alan.
Alan, which year came immediately before 99 BC?
100 BC.
Correct. Pass to?
Mark.
Mark, which US pop singer had a big hit with the song Milkshake?
Pass.
Khalees, you're in the red, and we pass to Judith.
Judith, what is the title of the 7th and final Harry Potter book?
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Correct. Pass to?
Olaf.
Olav, for mobile phone users, what do the initials SMS stand for?
Small message service.
No, short message service. You're in the red, play passes to Mick.
Mick, which American designed Victoria Beckham's wedding dress?
No idea.
Vera Wang, you're in the red, and play passes to Julia.
Julia, how many versions of the charity single Do They Know It's Christmas have topped the UK charts?
3.
Correct. Pass to?
Judith.
Judith, how is Associazione Calcio... You have to answer this question correctly to stay in the game. How is Associazione Calcio Milan better known?
AC Milan.
AC Milan is correct.
So, still in the running then, we have Julia, Stephanie, David, Judith and Alan. Now, there's one more question then for that vital place in the next round. Buzz first, get this right, you are through. Mylene.
In women's dress sizes, what is the UK equivalent of a US size 0? Stephanie.
4.
4 is correct.
Stephanie, congratulations. First through. Give us an idea of what the atmosphere is like in the studio tonight.
Everyone knows there is so much riding on this and that we only have 4 chances, really, so everyone's incredibly keen and very, very tense.
Well done, Stephanie. Come and join us.
Thank you.
Now, Kate, I know that you've been a big supporter of Stephanie throughout this competition. You must be thrilled that she's first through.
It's great to have a woman sitting there. I think we all wanted to see that tonight, so that's fantastic. Very, very good, Stephanie. And I don't think I'd be a big risk taker if I said that you wouldn't be stupid to put money on Olaf as well. He's all the other contestants' hot favourite. He's got to answer the question whether he can stand the heat tonight, because tonight is a different sort of pressure, but he was the first to qualify for the grand final, and he's the man to beat tonight, I think.
William, we're joined by Alan Morgan tonight, our wildcard winner. He's obviously very popular. Has he got a chance tonight, do you think?
He has a very, very good chance. I followed his progress on BBC Two on the Wildcard series. He is a dark horse.
Alan, do you go along with that?
Of course he does.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I've got a chance.
OK, everyone, it's a fresh start. You're back in the green zone. To join Stephanie, you cannot afford to make a single mistake. William.
Well, we stopped with Judith, so we start with Alan. Kate will ask you your first question, and the time starts now.
Alan, Lisa Butcher and Misha Paris became the new presenters of which TV makeover show in 2006?
What not to wear?
Correct. Pass to?
Olaf.
Olav, Around the Clock and Killer are variations on which pub game?
Darts.
Correct. Pass to?
David.
David, published posthumously this year, who wrote the novel The Children of Hurin?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Correct. Pass to?
Mark.
Mark, used to describe Terry Wogan fans. For what does the acronym TOG stand?
Terry's Old Geezers.
Correct. Pass to?
Alan.
Alan, a big part of any pirate's treasure, the coins called pieces of 8 were issued by which country?
Spain.
Correct. Pass to?
David.
David, which American pie actor starred with Isla Fisher in the recently released film comedy Wedding Days?
Jason Biggs.
Correct. Pass to?
Alan.
Alan, how many stars make up the belt of the constellation Orion?
3.
Correct. Pass to?
Will.
Will, who is the presenter of TV's Dragon's Den?
Evan Davis.
Correct. Pass 2.
Mark.
Mark, which famous American highway connects Chicago to Los Angeles?
Route 66.
Correct. Pass 2.
Will. Yeah, Will now.
Will, the I'm Not a Plastic Bag was created by which fashion designer?
I don't know.
It's Anya Hindmarsh. You're in the red and play now passes to David.
David, ridden by Frankie Dettori, which horse was the winner of the 2007 Epsom Derby?
Authorised.
Correct. Pass 2.
Julia.
Julia, Hail to the Chief is the official song to welcome which world leader?
Pope.
No, the correct answer is the US President. You're in the red.
So, we are down to Olav, Mick, David, Mark, Judith and Alan. Here's one more question then to make it through to the next round and stay in the tournament. William.
Wicked, a tale... Mark.
Jilly Cooper.
I'll read the whole question for you. Wicked, A Tale of Two Schools is the title of the most recent bestseller by which British author? You said Jilly Cooper, and you were correct to do so.
So, Mark, fantastic. You're through to Brain Chain. Obviously, that takes the pressure off you a little bit.
Feeling a lot better. It's nice to be in one of the last 2 positions. It means touch wood, well, I've got destiny in my control, in theory.
OK, well, listen, Mark, well done. Come and take your place for the Brain Chain.
Thank you.
Everyone else then, you're all back to square one. 7 of you remain. There are only 2 places left. Who will get them? Kate.
Well, we stopped on Julia, so we will start this round with Will. Your first question will come from Mylene, and your time starts now.
Which British actress was born Ilyena Lydia Mironov?
Helen Mirren.
Correct. Pass 2.
Mick.
Mick, which historic tourist attraction in Greenwich was damaged by fire last month?
The Cutty Sark.
Correct. Pass 2.
Julia.
Julia, in which century was the stethoscope invented?
19th.
Correct. Pass 2.
Alan.
Alan, whose books Bad Luck and Trouble and The Hard Way have recently topped the bestsellers charts?
No, sorry.
Lee Child, you're in the red. Play passes to Olav.
Olaf, in theatrical slang, which meat product describes an actor who overacts?
Ham.
Correct. Pass 2.
Will.
Will, Denise Van Outen was a judge on which 2007 BBC talent show?
Any Dream Will Do.
Correct. Pass 2.
Judith.
Judith, the holiday island of Koh Samui is part of which Southeast Asian country?
Indonesia.
No, Thailand, you're in the red. Play passes to Olav.
Olaf, who plays the title character in the hit comedy film Norbit?
Eddie Murphy.
Correct. Pass 2.
David.
David, in the Bible, who was the first king of Israel?
David.
No, Saul, you're in the red. Play now passes to Olaf.
Olav, which TV comedy was set in the fictional town of Royston Vasey?
The League of Gentlemen.
Correct. Pass 2.
Will.
Will, who is the famous mother of the actresses Natasha and Jolie Richardson?
Vanessa Redgrave.
Correct. Pass 2.
Mick.
Mick, bardolatry is a term used for the excessive admiration of which Elizabethan playwright?
William Shakespeare.
Correct.
Right, still in the green, we have Olav, Mick, Julia and Will. Here's one more question then to make it through to the next round and on to Brain Chain. Kate, over to you.
In which city will this year's Tour de France cycle race start? Mick.
London.
Correct.
Well done, Mick. Congratulations. So, everyone, you're all back in the green zone. We are playing for that final chance to become the People's Quiz Champion 2007 and win that life-changing sum of money. This is your shot at the title. The rest of you are going to be going home. Mylene.
OK, we stopped on Mick, so we'll start with Julia. There's 90 seconds on the clock. William's going to ask you your first question. Your time starts now.
By what name is the rap star Melissa Arnett Elliott better known to the public?
Missy Elliott.
Correct. Pass 2.
Judith.
Judith, which actor turned politician said in a 2004 speech, "Don't be economic girly men"?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Correct. Pass 2.
Alan.
Alan, ergophobia is an abnormal dislike of what?
Manual labour.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that. The answer's work.
Oh, come on.
You're in the red. Play passes to Olav.
Olav, My Beautiful Game is the recently released autobiography of which Italian celebrity?
Sorry.
Nancy Dell'Olio. You're in the red. And play passes to Julia.
Julia, Jennifer Hudson won this year's Best Supporting Actress Oscar for which film?
Dreamgirls.
Correct. Pass to
Will.
Will, what is the official language of the Central American country Belize?
English.
Correct. Pass to
Judith.
Judith, who is the children's laureate? Her best-selling autobiography is called Jackie Daydream. Jacqueline Wilson, you're in the red. And play passes to Julia.
Julia, in which event did Shelley Rudman win Olympic silver by sliding headfirst down an icy track on a small sled?
Luge.
No, skeleton. You're in the red. And play passes to Will.
Will, answer this correctly to stay in the game. How is the word eliminated spelt?
Eliminated.
Correct.
Wow. What a game. So, we have 2 left in the green. It's teacher versus pupil. Will against David. This, then, is the deciding question. Failure is not an option. Miss out, and you go home. It's as simple as that. Buzz first, get this question right, and you're through. Good luck to both of you. Miley.
Costing £50 million, for the love of God, is the name of a diamond-encrusted David.
I don't know.
I must complete the question. Costing £50 million, for the love of God, is the name of a diamond-encrusted skull created by which artist? You couldn't give me an answer. It is Damien Hirst. I'm sorry, David. You're in the red, which makes Will the winner.
Will, congratulations.
Thank you.
Left it till the last minute.
Oh, you know, student life.
Will Cudmore, come and take your place for the brain chain. So there we have our final 4 contenders. For the rest of you, I just want to say congratulations on getting this far. It really is a fantastic achievement, but I'm afraid your People's Quiz journey is now over. Thanks for playing. You are our final 4. Now, the next round demands razor-sharp brains, real guts and absolute determination. Before you start making plans on where you're going to stick that trophy and where you're going to spend the cash, you each have to make a brain chain. You will each have 90 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. Every correct answer will build a chain. Get a question wrong, and the chain collapses, and you go back to 0. To stop that happening, you must say save before the next question. OK? Now, this round will decide who will go head-to-head in tonight's Do or Die. The 2 players with the longest chain will go through to the final showdown. The 2 losers, well, they'll be going home empty-handed. 2 through, 2 out. Now, we'll start in reverse order of qualifying. Will, you were the last player through, so you must build the first chain and set the bar. So, Oxford University has given us presidents and prime ministers, but will it produce a People's Quiz champion? It's down to Will Cudmore.
I think being the youngest person in the final and a student at Oxford means that I've got a lot to prove. The path to the grand final has been a roller coaster. I never thought I'd make it. Gideon Bible, cricket.
Correct.
I had William G behind me all the way, which drove me on in the end to victory.
I discovered this boy at Oxford University, and he's the guy I think is going to win.
I'm fortunate enough to be studying with some of the greatest minds in the world, so I'm hoping that a little bit of that vast intelligence will have rubbed off on me. Winning the money would give me the freedom and security to do what I want and be who I want for a very long time to come, I think.
Who have you got here supporting you?
My mum, my sister, Kate, Jack, and Pete.
Hi, Rosie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm really excited.
So you've got a boy who's got into Oxford. He's made it to the last 4 of the People's Quiz. You must be the proudest mum in the country, mustn't you?
I'm very proud of him, yes. I always have been.
Now, if he goes on to win £200,700, Rosie, are you going to look after it for him, or...?
I don't think I'll get the chance.
Now, I know your mum is very proud, and I also know that William G is also very proud of you. Isn't that right, William?
You can actually do this tonight, Will.
I've got nothing to lose.
I've said it all before. Even if you don't win, you won't have let me down. This is an incredible achievement.
Thank you very
for
much.
a 19-year-old boy. You remind me of me when I was 19. Except I didn't go to Oxford.
Put that behind you, don't worry about it. OK, Will, best of luck. Here's your brain check.
Will, you ready?
Yes.
Kate will ask you the first question, and your 90 seconds starts now.
In the Peanuts cartoon strip, what is the name of the bird who is Snoopy's best friend?
Pass.
Woodstock.
Who is 4th in line of succession to the British throne?
Prince Andrew.
Correct.
Which TV sci-fi comedy has fans known as dwarfers?
Red Dwarf.
Correct.
Which Bank of England note features a densely coloured red triangle?
The £10 note.
No, £50 note.
Which pop diva stars as a dance instructor opposite Richard Gere in the 2004 film Shall We Dance?
Jennifer Lopez.
Correct.
In the recently restored Northern Ireland Assembly, who is the Deputy First Minister?
Martin McGuinness.
Correct.
In 1872, against which team did England play its first international football match?
Pass.
Scotland.
Which is the only country of the world whose English name begins with the letter O?
Pass.
Oman.
Who teamed up with Jay-Z on the #1 hit single Umbrella?
Pass.
Rihanna.
Which musical instrument shares its name with a kitchen utensil used to slice vegetables?
Mandolin.
Correct.
Which Desperate Housewives star is married to actor William H. Macy?
I don't know.
Felicity Huffman.
Which British Archbishop uses the signature Rowan Cantuar?
The Archbishop of Canterbury.
Correct.
Which African-born adventure novelist recently topped the bestsellers chart with The Quest?
I don't know.
Wilbur Smith.
Which variety of bean is traditionally used for baked beans?
Lima.
No, incorrect. The answer is haricot.
I blew that one, didn't I?
So what do you think went wrong there? Nerves?
Well, sort of not knowing the answers was a start.
Off we go.
Well done.
Thanks, Will. Just goes to show this is not an easy game. Time then for our next contender to step up. Now, he may be an Everton fan, but tonight he's competing for the title. It's Mick McCarthy.
I think it would be an amazing journey to go from being the quiet one to becoming the one celebrating winning the People's Quiz. My confidence has gone through the roof and I can win this. People did underestimate me. Kate certainly did.
His performance has been so dull. We've seen more inspiration in a cold cup of tea.
That maybe was to my benefit because I wasn't seen as a threat. Yes! I don't mind that. Winning the money would be nice, but winning the quiz would be my greatest personal achievement. Don't underestimate me. Remember, it's always the quiet ones.
One of the things that you've always said to me throughout this competition was that you don't consider yourself in any way a kind of professional quizzer or a serious quizzer. You're kind of representing the person on the street.
Absolutely. I'm just an ordinary pub quizzer from Oxford and I entered the competition originally with no idea how I'd do and I've just kept getting over each hurdle somehow. And here I am tonight standing under these lights and with a chance of winning the prize, so anyone can do it.
Now, I know there's some people here who are especially proud of you. Kate, how well do you think Mick's done so far?
Oh, he's done fabulously.
He's done great, and I think he's going to go all the way. He's a bit of a dark horse, my brother. So.
It's great to see you here. It really, really is. Everybody loves you. The other contestants love you. You've always been very much the lovable pub quizzer. But, you know, you've got to put those pub quizzes behind you now because the bar is set very high tonight. But I think it could be your round, so make it a good one.
Thank you.
OK, Mick, here we go. 90 seconds. Here's your brain chain.
Mick, your turn in the spotlight. Your first question comes from Mylene, and your time starts now.
Issued in 1840, what was the price of the world's first postage stamp?
A penny.
Correct.
Of which food product is the Spanish manchego a variety?
Cheese.
Correct.
In the Mr. Men series of books, which green character has an extremely long nose?
Mr. Nosey.
Correct.
By what name is U2 band member David Evans better known?
The Edge.
Correct.
Which non-metallic element has the chemical symbol I?
Iodine.
Correct.
Which Canadian city is due to host the 2010 Winter Olympic Games?
Calgary.
No, Vancouver.
In the title of her new TV series, what is Mary Portas said to be queen of?
Shops.
Correct.
Which former girl group member had a solo hit this year with Real Girl?
Mutia Buena.
Correct.
In 2006, which stage musical overtook Cats as the world's longest running?
Les Miserables.
Correct.
Of which sweet and sticky fruit is medjool a variety?
I don't know.
Date.
The film The Devil Wears Prada is said to be based on which real-life magazine editor?
Pass.
Anna Wintour.
Who played the title role of Saxondale in the recent TV comedy?
Pass.
Steve Coogan.
Who won this year's Brit Award for Best British Female Artist?
No, I don't know.
Amy Winehouse.
What is the name of the 2007 sequel?
Got to 5, didn't I? Got to 5.
It's very difficult to understand exactly how tense it is down here with that clock going and those questions coming at you. You did get to 5.
I got to 5.
Now, I'm guessing in your heart of hearts, you'd have thought that even 5 wouldn't have been enough.
I mean, I think anybody doesn't think how tough it is, but seeing how Will got on, I thought, should I save? But then, that's the gamble, isn't it? That's the gamble. So, and I think after that question, when it was pretty much a 50-50, and I guessed the wrong one, I kind of lost it a bit after that. You do lose the nerve, I think, a little bit. But I've got way farther than I ever expected in the tournament, so I'm here, I've done it.
Well, it's been great to have you here. Another round of applause from Mick. You've done fantastically well. Thanks, Mick. Halfway through then, 2 players remaining. Now, they must save a chain of at least 1 to beat Will and Mick. And I must point out at this stage that the player setting the longest chain will get first choice of category and take a crucial advantage into do or die. Will it be our third contender? He's the big man chasing big money. It's Mark Lebet.
Yes, I'm fairly arrogant. I believe I'm quite a good quiz player. My brain is wired up twice as fast as an average human's being, so on the buzzer I'm damn near unbeatable.
Why are they booing, Mark?
I perhaps should have gone, oh no, I'm not very good. I'm sorry, my figure is, I said, look, I'm pretty good.
Mark has always been a big head, but that being said, he's very good as an uncle.
Obviously, my family's very important. Well, I've moved in with Dad because, unfortunately, he's not very well at the moment.
I have had a period of ill health, and he's a great prop. But also, he's a buddy as well.
The support I've had from friends and family has been overwhelming, and I'd like to repay some of the faith they've shown in me. This is the sport I do well. This is my Olympic final tonight.
Mark, are you surprised at how difficult that Will and Mick have found this tonight?
Oh, not at all. I mean, there, but for the grace of God go I. I mean, it's so tempting to try and go that one question too far. This is why the brain chain is such a lovely and an evil game at the same time. You're always in a dilemma.
If you were to go head-to-head with Stephanie, obviously you're going to be in with a massive chance of winning £200,700. Just remind us what you're going to spend it on.
My father has been seriously ill recently, and unfortunately my mother succumbed to the same illness, so I will be making a major donation to a cancer charity of some kind.
OK, well, good for you. Money well spent, and I'm sure that one person who'll agree with you more than most is your dad, John. At the beginning of this competition, Mark got a pretty rough time from some of the audience. What did you make of that?
He sometimes asks for it.
Can't argue with that.
Do you think you can go on and win this, John?
It's there to win if you can go and grab it.
OK, well, there you go. Good advice from the old man there.
Mark, when you started, I said I couldn't wait to see you fail, but you certainly changed me. I can't wait to see you succeed, and I think you're going to do it, aren't you?
Thank you very much, Kate.
Do you know, being the only Welshman up there, I'm sure your country is very proud of you, and they will all be backing you this evening. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, 90 seconds. You've got to set a chain to beat Stephanie. Do it for Wales. Do it for your dad.
Thank you.
Here's your brain chain.
Cheers.
There's 90 seconds on the clock. William will ask you your first question. Your time starts now.
355th Avenue is the address of which famous New York building?
Empire State Building.
Correct.
Which member of the Osbourne family has just released the hard rock album Black Rain?
Jack.
No, Ozzy.
What is the name of the square wall-filled seat that the Lord Chancellor sits on in the House of Lords?
Woolsack.
Correct.
In which 2006 action film does Eva Green play the part of Vesper Lind?
Casino Royale.
Correct.
Cusco in Peru was the capital of which South American
Incas.
empire? Correct.
Which character does John Barrowman play in the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood?
Captain Jack Harkness.
Correct.
What's the nationality of the new UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon?
Republic of Korea or South Korea.
South Korean? Correct.
For which national side did Andrei Shevchenko play in the
Ukraine
2006?
and Save.
Correct.
Which duo had top 10 hits with Miss Jackson and Heya?
No idea.
Outcast.
For which event in British history is a baker named Thomas Farrington?
Great Fire of London.
Correct.
What's the capital of Guatemala?
Guatemala City.
Correct.
Which former children's TV presenter now hosts So You Think You Can Dance in the US?
Cat Dealey.
Correct.
The celebrity chef Ken Hom was born in which country?
Singapore.
The USA.
Which British children's author wrote The Gruffalo and the Gruffalo's Child?
Oh, my son's got... Oh, my nephew got the pass.
Julia Donaldson.
What was the name of the first nuclear-powered submarine launched in 1954?
Nautilus.
Correct.
Mars was the Roman god of war. Who was his equivalent in Greek
Ares.
mythology? Correct.
In the TV series Star Trek, what colour was Mr. Spock's blood?
Blue. Oh.
Green.
Yeah, green.
It makes it look easy. It is not, let me tell you. So, you have set a score of 6. Congratulations. Off
Thank you
go.
very
Well
much.
done. So far then, 3 players have completed their brain chain, but only 2 can reach tonight's do or die final. William says a woman can't win this competition. She says he'll eat his words. It's Stephanie Bruce.
All my life I've had to put up with jokes about blonde Essex girls, and winning the People's Quiz would prove once and for all that blondes aren't dumb. I honestly expected to be one of the first people to qualify, but as each week went by and I still hadn't made it, I was getting harder and harder on myself. And the minute I relaxed, it was fine.
Men win quizzes because men are better at quizzes.
William's comments have really made it more of a challenge for me. He's thrown down the gauntlet and I'm going to prove him wrong.
With all due respect, it's rubbish.
I think Steph's being incredible in the People's Quiz. I'm so proud of her.
I've been on a mission to do this for the girls, and it's time to prove to everyone that a woman will win the People's Quiz.
Now, Steph, this is your... Hang on, let me work this out. This is your 6th brain chain.
Yes.
You're our most experienced brain chainer.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Now, there's still an advantage to play for. Going into do or die, you will take control of the board if you beat Mark's score.
True.
OK, well, you've got 90 seconds. Here's your brain chain.
Thank you.
Now, 90 seconds on the clock. Kate will ask you the first question and the time starts now.
Country singer Keith Urban married which Australian movie star in 2006?
Nicole Kidman.
Correct.
Saved.
What is the name of the name of the project Tim Smith opened in Cornwall in 2001?
The Eden Project.
Correct.
Which children's book begins, once there were 4 children whose names were Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy?
The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Correct.
Siam Square is a popular shopping area in which Asian capital city?
Dubai.
No, Bangkok.
Which TV chat show host won the Best Entertainment Performance
Jonathan
Award?
Ross.
Correct.
Which citrus fruit is traditionally added to the Brazilian cocktail caipirinha?
Lime.
Correct.
In the animated film Flushed Away, Metropolis is set in the sewers of which UK city?
London.
Correct.
A Let is a native or inhabitant of which Baltic country?
Latvia.
Correct.
The singers Kelly Clarkson and Neo have both had UK hits with which song title?
No idea.
Because of You.
Who was the last British Prime Minister to be unmarried whilst in office?
Ted Heath.
Correct.
In which sport is Novak Djokovic a leading competitor?
Gymnastics.
Tennis.
In global politics, what does the abbreviation WTO stand for?
World Trade Organisation.
Correct.
Based on real events, which 2007 film thriller stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Robert Downey Jr.? You're out of time. The answer is Zodiac.
The thing was, you had to score at least one. That's exactly what you did do.
Yes.
But it wasn't enough to beat Mark's score of 6. But it does mean that you're into the grand final. Congratulations, well done. Another round of applause then. Will the other 3 players come down and join me? Now, commiserations to Mick and Will. Your time on the tournament is now over. But thank you so much for playing, both of you. Thanks, Will. So, Federer versus Sampras, Foreman versus Ali. Now, it's Bruce versus Lebet. A clash of the titans, the best of the best, but one winner will take all the title, the trophy, and a guaranteed £200,700. Who's it going to be? Well, I can tell you, for these 2 players, it really has been a long and eventful journey. The nationwide battle to become the People's Quiz Champion 2007 began way back in January.
The People's Quiz 2007!
6 months ago, the People's Quiz travelled the length and breadth of the country in a quest to find the brightest brain in Britain. Absolutely anyone could have a go.
How old are you?
16.
Wow.
All you had to do was get 10 questions right in a row.
Cairo. Noah. Jack. Fish.
The Blob.
Bridget Jones' Diary. 10 out of 10.
Is Brazil your answer?
Well, no, not if your face looks like that. No, it's not my answer.
Congratulations, you're through to the next stage.
But amidst all the chaos, some very clever bods were making mincemeat out of the questions and booking their place in the next round.
I'm the captain of the Welsh quiz team. I'm number 17 in the UK. I just know I'm good.
It's going to be my personal pleasure to see you fail. Get out.
Now I'm with the best of the best. Welcome to the People's Quiz 2007, the final auditions.
I think if you're good at something, you want to show off to the world how good you are at it.
Probably more than half the people in this room are doing my head in. I'm in what is known as smug mode.
Type of meat.
After 2 grueling days of intense quizzing, our contenders finally discovered whose journey would continue.
You are through to the studio round.
I've got through to the next round.
You are through to the studio round. Well done! You're through. Oh, Lucy. My goodness.
The best 24 made it into the studio, where they fought tooth and nail for a place in the grand final.
Correct.
Pick me for do or die. Pick me! Pick me!
Why are they booing, Mark?
Obviously my winning personality.
If there's a cue, Olav will go through to our grand finale. And we'll have to say goodbye to Amanda. Oh, there is!
Who stood in for Michael Vorlesing?
I'm playing this like a blood sport, hard but fair.
Please don't.
It's all down to this final question.
Which river dance star created...
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Phillips has left the building.
Only the two mightiest minds in the country remain. Just one last battle away from the glory of being crowned the People's Quiz Champion 2007.
There we have it then, 6 months of sweat, toil, and plenty of tears. We've whittled down the contenders. Now, our best two remain. Our two finalists then, they're going to go head-to-head, battling it out for that title, and of course that life-changing prize of £200,700. It really is a lot of money. Quiz gods, just quickly.
What a journey we've been on, you two. Thanks very much. It's been great fun, and you played brilliantly. We salute you.
I can't believe we literally have girls versus boys. Who would have thought it, William?
I didn't say we wouldn't have a girl versus boy final. I said a man would win it, and I'm now beginning to wonder if he will.
OK, so here we go then. Two fantastic players facing the biggest moment of their lives. One will win, one will go home empty-handed. Who will it be? Here's then how it works. On the screen in front of you, there are 12 categories. Hidden behind 5 of those is a letter Q. The first person to find 3 Qs will be our winner and our champion. Our computer will now randomly reposition those 5 Qs. They could go anywhere. Our proceedings are being witnessed by an independent adjudicator. We are down then to the best 2 players then. Mark set the highest chain, so he'll take control of the board. You'll be choosing the first category, Mark. It's all or nothing, tears or triumph. This is do or die. So, 12 categories, 12 subjects. Which one are you going to choose first, Mark?
Oh, I'm going to be an absolute male chauvinist and go for sport.
Steph, how are you feeling about sport?
As Mark guessed correctly, not too good.
OK, well, we shall see. The panel will now ask you a question from this category. Whoever buzzes in first must answer the question within 3 seconds, or the question will be passed over to your opponent, OK? Mylene, can we have our first question, please?
In 1997, Mike Tyson infamously bit off part of which boxer's ear during a title fight? Mark.
Evander Holyfield.
That's correct.
So, is the first Q behind sport? It's not there. Stephanie, back in the game. Where are we going to go next, Mark?
I'll take World Affairs, please.
World Affairs. William.
This year, which woman became... Stephanie?
I was going to say Ségolène Royal.
I'll complete the question. This year, which woman became the first ever to contest the French presidential election? I haven't heard the answer yet. Ségolène Royal.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I've come over all faint now.
OK. Now, don't forget, you need 3 Qs to win £200,700. Do you think there's one behind World Affairs?
I think I could be that lucky twice in a row.
Let's see. Is there a queue? How about that? One queue is now yours. Where are you going to go, Steph?
It's very difficult because Mark is very, very good on all subjects. I'm going to try food and drink, though.
Food and drink. OK. Kate, can we have a question on food and drink?
Containing walnuts, apples, celery and... Mark.
Waldorf salad.
I must complete the question. Containing walnuts, apples, celery and mayonnaise, the Waldorf salad was named after a hotel in which city? You answered Waldorf salad. That's incorrect. Stephanie.
Oh, New York?
Correct.
Wow. So, we're looking for your second cue. Is there a queue behind food and drink? It's not there. Where are we going next?
I'm going to try celebrities.
OK. Mylene.
Which young actor stripped off for his performance? Stephanie.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I'll complete the question. Which young actor stripped off for his performance in the 2007 London production of Equus? You said Daniel Radcliffe. You're right.
Stephanie. Just remind us what you were going to spend the money on if you were to win £200,700.
I got in trouble the last time I said this. I'm going to pay off my mortgage, give up my job and go and be a full-time archaeologist.
If there's a queue, you will just be one step away from your lifelong dream. Let's find out if Stephanie's second queue is behind celebrities. How you feeling, Mum?
Oh, very nervous for her, but very, very, very proud of her.
It's not over yet.
Where would you go next, Mum, if you were choosing?
Pop music.
Oh, that's rather spooky.
Really?
That's what I was going to go for.
Really? Pop music is where we've decided to go. William.
Which recently reformed chart-topping group? Stephanie?
The Police.
I'll complete the question. Which recently reformed chart-topping group had hits including So Lonely and Roxanne? Will you please wait for me to tell you if you're correct or otherwise? The Police.
William, you said that a woman couldn't win the People's Quiz.
If there's a queue up there behind this, don't be too tough on me, Stephanie. Good luck, kid.
Now, Mark, if there is a queue behind pop music, you're going home empty-handed. It's the end of the line.
Yep.
Just give us an idea of how the People's Quiz has been for you, the experience of being in the competition.
I'm getting worried by this build-up now. It's been a long road, and by the looks of it, it could be coming to an end here.
If there's a queue behind pop music, you've just changed your life. Is there a queue behind pop music? Back in the game now. Come on. So, Mark lives to fight another question. Steph, find that third cue. Where is it?
Well, I'll never live it down if I don't choose science, but then if I choose it and get it wrong or get beaten, I'll never live that down either. Oh, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to say science and nature.
Kate, science and nature.
In which country is the Neander Valley where the remains of Neanderthal man were found in 1856? Mark.
Germany.
That's correct.
Just remind me what you wanted to do if you win £200,700?
Nothing to do with archaeology at all.
So, do you think it's behind there?
I need it.
If there is a cue behind science and nature, you are right back in this game. Is there a cue behind science and nature? Oh, yes! Straight back in. So, Mark has found his first cue. Stephanie has 2. The first person to find 3 will become our champion. Mark has control of the board.
Let's go for Hollywood films.
Hollywood films. Miley.
Agent Chloe Starling. Stephanie.
Silence of the Lambs.
Agent Clarice Starling was played by Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs and by Julianne Moore in which film? You said The Silence of the Lambs. That's incorrect. Mark.
Hannibal.
Hannibal is correct.
Well done. If there's a cue behind Hollywood films, that will give you 2 cues and control of the board, 1 cue away from becoming the People's Quiz champion. Is there a cue behind Hollywood films? It's not there. We are down to 5 categories. There are 2 cues still uncovered.
I'll try people and places, please.
Can we have a question then on people and places, William?
Copacabana and Ipanema. Stephanie?
I'm going to regret this. Rio de Janeiro.
I'll complete the question. Copacabana and Ipanema are famous beaches in Brazil. On which ocean do they lie? You said Rio de Janeiro. That's an incorrect answer. Mark?
It's the Atlantic Ocean.
The answer is correct.
OK, Mark, let's find out then if your second cue is behind people and places. It's not there. Mark, where's that cue?
Books and authors, please.
Don't forget, if you buzz in early, you are taking a risk. Kate, books and authors.
Which celebrated detective novelist created the continental sleuth Inspector Maigret? Mark.
Georges Simonson.
Pardon?
Simonson. Georges Simonson.
Mark, that's incorrect. Stephanie.
Georges Simenon.
That is correct.
OK, if there is a cue then behind books and authors, Stephanie will win £200,700 and be crowned People's Quiz Champion 2007. If there's a cue behind books and authors, your life will be changed forever. Ready?
Yes.
Let's find out if there is a cue behind books and authors.
Well done.
Oh my
Brilliant. How you feeling?
So, well, that's it. We have a winner. Congratulations to Stephanie, the People's Quiz Champion 2007. Just give me an idea how much this means to you.
It's meant so much to me. I mean, to win this, it's out of this world. It really is. I am going to cry now.
This guy here is quite something. Mark, you gave it your best shot. It's been fantastic having you here. Can words describe how you're feeling right now?
Any given Sunday, you either win or you lose. It's how you cope with it.
OK.
And, you know, on the day, she played well. I'll be having that off you next year.
Listen, well done, Mark. This competition would not have been the same without you. It's been great having you. Well done. Off you go. Thanks very much. Mark Lebec. So, how about that? There we have it then. Congratulations to our winner. Stephanie has literally seen off thousands and thousands of challenges to become the People's Quiz Champion 2007. Let's just see how she did it.
My mission is to get out there and to win it for women, for Essex girls, for blondes.
Men win quizzes because men are better at quizzes.
Oh! Incorrect. Incorrect.
Incorrect answer.
It's just not meant to be, is it?
Don't know what to say. The pressure's starting to get to me, but I know that I'm strong enough to bounce back, and I'm going to keep trying right to the bitter end.
It's Stephanie Bruce!
To be the last person standing is something that I have never imagined in my wildest dreams.
Stephanie, then, a thoroughly deserved victory. Well played, and to present you with your cheque and your trophy, will you please welcome our quiz gods?
I can't get my hat. Humble pie?
That'll be fine. Oh, thank you so much.
It has been quite an evening and quite a dramatic 6 months. My thanks and congratulations to all 9 finalists and, of course, to our all-seeing, all-knowing, almighty quiz gods. William G. Stewart, Kate Garraway and Mylene Klaas. But, of course, tonight, though, belongs to one person. Ladies and gentlemen, from Haverhill, our People's Quiz Champion 2007, it's Stephanie Bruce!
Good evening from Lottery HQ. Now, I'm going to be here later on tonight with the Thunderball, Dream Number and Lotto draws. All of them taking place under the watchful eye of the voice of the balls himself, Alan Dedican.
Ah, Brian, you're too kind. Although I fear my watchful eye might be in need of some TLC after all this work.
Oh, no, it's tiring, isn't it? But I'm afraid that kind of service is not in my contract. We'll see you at 8 o'clock after Doctor Who, right here on BBC One.